Okay, right. Um, right. Okay. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Thanks for coming in today for this orientation. We look forward to having everybody at the surfing camp at Pondicherry. So what will happen is I'll run through the orientation now. So how it'll go is I'll run through the program details first, and then we'll go through the list of things that need to be packed for the camp. And we will also have a small Q&A session at the end, right? So if you have any questions whilst I'm doing the orientation, just put it in the chat box. And speaking of chat box, I've put in a WhatsApp channels link, right? Make sure that everyone saves my phone number. I put my phone number there as well. Make sure you all save my phone number and also join the WhatsApp channel link. All communication after this orientation, except the departure message, will be put in the WhatsApp channel. So make sure that everybody joins this particular WhatsApp channel. And I've also put down the merge website link. I'll go through that at the end. Right. I'm just going to start sharing my screen and we'll start. I request everybody to keep themselves on mute. Please do turn on your videos in case there are children who are here. Please do turn on your video so I can see your lovely faces. And let me share my screen. Just 1 second. Okay, right. I'm just going to put this as me. Right. I hope everybody can see this. We'll start off now. So everybody is signed up for the STP 4 camp, which is between May 23rd to May 30th at Pondicherry. The children will all be doing surfing. Here you can see a nice photograph of the children after their surf session in the morning. Just a little insight about us for those who are coming in for the first time. We have been running camps for the last 30 years. And we have camps at various locations through India. We also have some programs abroad as well. And we run camps for children between the age of 9 to 17. And there are multiple camps in multiple locations, which we run through the year. Right? We have summer and winter programs. And again, thank you all for registering for this particular program. Let's quickly jump into the program overview. Right. So the camp is happening in Pondicherry, right? And the children will be learning surfing as their main activity, and they will also be doing other camp-based activities whilst they're there, right? So the children will all travel from different places. We have kids who will be traveling from Bangalore. We have kids who will be traveling from Chennai, and we'll also have children who are flying in from different parts of the country, will land in Chennai, and then they'll travel from there to the camp. Right. The children will have, they'll all land, they'll settle into their hotels, and then what will happen is they'll get to know each other first day, and then they'll have the next day onwards, they'll start doing their surfing sessions right off the bat. So how it will happen is it'll be a slow, gradual uh, progress on how the children will be learning, right? It will not be them just jumping onto the boards on day one, right? They'll learn all the basics first and they'll understand how to do these activities. And then they'll slowly start doing it. And day by day, as they get more confident on riding the surfboards, they'll go deeper into the ocean, right? I'll run you through exactly where they'll be doing and what they'll be doing as well. So the children will be surfing in a place called Serenity Beach. That's where most people surf. And they start off, as I said, with learning the basics. Basics will be first learning how to do body surfing, where the children will learn how to surf without the surfboards in the water. There'll be instructors right next to them who will be there guiding them how to do this particular activity. And then they'll learn something called as pop-up. Pop-up is the main activity or the exercise which you will need to learn uh, when you're doing surfing, right? That's basically you jumping up and standing up on the board, all right? That's the main exercise which you'll be practicing on a daily basis to get you more comfortable to stand up on the surfboards and surf the waves, right? And you'll also learn how to read the waves, to from which direction you'll have to get on the board, and then also learn how to balance and make turns whilst you're on the surfboard. All these will be a step-by-step process. As I said, every day you will progress, you will learn something new every day, and then you'll practice it the next day, and you'll get a hang of it every day once you start practicing more and more. As the pop-up exercise, you'll be doing every single day after you wake up in the morning, because that's the main uh, thing that you'll need to learn to do the surfing activity properly, right? And apart from learning surfing, as I said, there will be visits to Maitri Mandir, and there will also be a visit to the youth center. You will also be visiting a surfboard factory where you get to see how these surfboards are handmade at Pondicherry. And there's also a nice visit to a sound garden where there is multiple musical instruments which are made from recycled materials. And you also visit a small musical instrument museum as well, right? And all this happens along with surfing. As you can see, is a couple of photographs of the children who are actually carrying a surfboard, and also children who are surfing here. And this is how the day actually goes for them, right? Um, the first day, they'll depart from either Bangalore or Chennai. As I said, children flying in to Chennai and children who are in from Chennai will all leave together from Chennai airport. And the children who are leaving from Bangalore will leave from Bangalore along with the other children, and they'll come by bus and travel overnight to reach Pondicherry in the morning. Whereas the children who are leaving from Chennai will leave in the afternoon, and then they'll reach Pondicherry first. The children who are traveling from other cities, along with the children from Chennai, will be reaching the camp first, and then they'll settle in. Once they've all settled in, there will be the camp chief will be there in the camp, and the children will get to meet their instructors. There'll be a brief as to what the children will be doing, what they have to do, what they don't have to do at camp, and there'll be various icebreakers to help understand each other and to get to know each other well. And they're also, as I said, they'll meet the instructors who will be there with them throughout the week. And this helps them to, to get to know each other little bit more, right? And after the icebreakers are done, they immediately head out for their surf sessions. And the surf sessions are usually in the morning. This might change depending on the tides or how rough the waves are. Somebody had earlier asked me if the rainfall will impact it. There won't be any impact with regards to any rains whatsoever when the children are surfing, because they're going to be doing it in the ocean, and it all depends on the waves, right? And once they're done with their surf sessions, they'll head back to camp where they'll have their lunch. Lunch will be prepared fresh for them every single day. I mean, not just the lunch, all meals will be prepared fresh for them. Um, After lunch, they'll head out to do an activity called as tree jumaring, which is basically them getting themselves from the bottom all the way to a very tall place. There's a slight ascent which the children will be doing. This helps them to, to build physical strength, skills, and also strengthens their, trust with each other as well, right? That will be day two. And the next day, again, the children, after the day two's activity, they'll have a nice dinner. They'll have a little session where, they'll be sitting together and reflecting on what they have done in the day. And after that, they'll head over for dinner, and then they'll go to bed because the next day session starts. So the children we'll tell the children to go to bed around 9:30 maximum, and they'll have an early start in the morning next day. Next day, the children will have breakfast. They'll head over to Serenity Beach, as I said, and after their surf session, they'll come back for lunch. And from there, they'll head over to Matri Mandir and also the youth center, and they'll spend some time in Auroville. Auroville is a very nice place where it's a self-sufficient city inside Pondicherry, where everybody contributes and where they have a sustained living in Pondicherry, right? And the next day, again, they'll have dinner and then they'll retire. The next day, there's more practicing in the morning. They'll head over to the surfing beach and Serenity Beach, where they'll practice more surfing. And then again, they'll come back to the camp for lunch. once lunch is done, they'll visit the sound garden, and they'll also visit the musical instrument factory where they get to make their own musical instruments. I would like the children over here to bring their creative side when they visit this musical instrument factory, where you'll be able to fabricate your own musical instruments as well, and you get to take that with you once the camp is over. Right. Again, they'll have dinner the next day morning. The routine goes on. They'll be practicing pop-ups in the morning, and then once they hit the beach, they'll practice to stand up properly, to learn which direction they'll have to catch the wave from, and they'll also learn how to balance whilst they are there. And again, in the evening on day 5, they'll head over to visit Promenade Beach, which is in the center of Pondicherry, which is the main shopping street, and they'll have pizza on that day. So on day 5, children who are there, you'll get to do some shopping whilst you're there in Pondicherry, and we'll have pizza or a nice restaurant meal on day 5. And then the next day, again, the children will, so by this day, right, the children would have gotten little more comfortable, right? And then they can choose to go deeper into the ocean if they want. When I say deeper, the maximum they will be allowed to go would be about 100 meters into the ocean. That's about it. The water level, like when the children are standing in the water, they will not cross chest high water when they're doing this. So you don't have to be worried about this. The instructors from the surf school and our instructors will be there with them to help them to do these activities when they're in the water. Right. Again, there's more practicing. And then in the evening on day 6, they'll go visit the surfboard factory, as I said, where they'll see how the surfboards are made by hand. Right. And these are not the foam surfboards which you can get in Decathlon. These are proper surfboards which are made, by hand at the factory over there. Right. And then the last day before the children leave, they learn, you know, they'll use all the skills that they have learned to ride more waves. Usually the children get to stand up on day 2 itself. Like they'll get the hang of how to stand up on the boats and ride the waves. By day 2, they'll be quite comfortable with that. And then, as I said, they'll get more confident to ride the waves, and you'll see children happily surfing longer and surfing to their heart's content, right? And after that, they'll head back to camp. Again, lunch. They'll have a little closer session with all the children and the instructors before they leave the next day. And in the night on day 7, the children who are leaving to Bangalore will leave in the night, and they'll arrive early morning at Bangalore. And the children who are leaving from Chennai, they will leave after in the next day morning. So the children will be leaving on next day morning, which is basically on 30th morning. The children who are traveling to other cities and Chennai will leave in the morning, and they'll reach airport mostly by 9:30 to 10 a.m. in the morning, and they'll have breakfast and then they'll leave. Right. This is purely about the camp. With regards to the safety part of it, we'll have and for every 6 children, we'll have 1 instructor with them. And there'll also be female instructors for every 10 female participants. And apart from our own instructors, as I said, the surf school will have their own instructors as well. And they have female instructors who will be there with them in the ocean as well. Right. And transport wise, as I said, the children who will be traveling by buses. And we always check with the people who are providing us with transport. We make sure that they're all roadworthy, and we'll make sure that we have a travel team who are dedicated for this particular journey, who will be there giving making sure that the driver follows all the speed limits and protocols, and we'll make sure that they have enough breaks en route. And the bus journey, the children will have lots of water and snacks for them when they're traveling from Bangalore and from Chennai as well. Right. And with regards to equipment, these are all properly vetted, and the surf school themselves provide all the surfboards. So they always maintain, and these guys are the top surf school in the entire of Pondicherry. So they make sure that all their equipment that they use is maintained to top national level standards and international level standards. Right. And with regards to any medical issues, the children are put up in a place, and the hospital is extremely close by. It's only about 2 to 3 kilometers away in case we need to take them for something. We also have we are fully equipped with first aid kits, and if the children fall down or if they have a scratch or something whilst they're in the camp, we have first aid kit ready, and most of our instructors are wilderness first aid trained as well. And in case we need to take them to a hospital, we have an emergency vehicle which is always on standby. And the hospital, as I said, it's extremely close by, and we'll take them if needed to the hospital, right? As I said before, the children will all be staying in a nice hotel, and this is where they'll be spending the entire week. And usually we get around, depending on how many people have registered, the boys will be all put together in boys' rooms, and girls will be in girls' rooms. We get around 3 to 4 kids in a room, or 4 to 5 kids in a room, depending on the size of the room. And they'll be sharing their rooms. And for all the kids who are here in this orientation, it's your responsibility to keep the room clean and tidy, because you're the ones who are going to be spending the time in those rooms. You can't just walk in with dirty shoes or sand like shoes with sand in, and then expect the room to be cleaned, right? The room will be clean, but every single day it's your responsibility to keep it tidy and not make it dirty and expect it to be clean immediately, right? And with regards to food, as I said, food is prepared fresh every single day for them, right? And these are all highly nutritious meals, and the morning time there'll always be eggs. The breakfast is usually vegetarian, and the children have a nice mix. It will be served buffet style, so that the children can choose what they want to eat, and there'll be lots of fruits provided with each meal as well. And in the mornings, there's tea, coffee, milk, whatever the children like to drink in the morning, that's also there. And even though when I say the meals are all provided buffet style, we'll have instructors who will be there, who will be helping them to eat as well, because I know some children are picky eaters and they don't tend to eat anything, but we also make sure the children don't overeat and end up wasting food as well. So the instructors will be there to help assist you with anything that you need, but at the same time, you'll also have to be mindful as to you don't waste any food, or you end up not eating any food as well, right? Coming to the travel plan, as I said, the children will be departing, who are departing from Bangalore will leave in the night. It's an overnight journey, and the children will reach Pondicherry anywhere between 5:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning the next day. I will be sharing a departure message 2 days before the camp starts. It will come directly to your WhatsApp. It will have the location, the departure point coordinator, and what time you will have to report, right? It says reporting time 9 p.m. Usually we try to, since there's lots of traffic in Bangalore, we try to shift the reporting time or the departure time depending on how the traffic is. So 2 days before the program starts, I'll send out a message with all the details. And again, as I said, on the last day, the children will leave on 29th in the evening, and then they'll reach Bangalore on 30th in the morning at 6 a.m., right? Again, those who are traveling from Chennai and those who are traveling from other cities, you will leave on the first from Chennai airport in the afternoon, once every child reaches the airport. And then on the last day, again on the 30th, you will leave in the morning and reach Chennai around 9 to 9:30 a.m. in the morning. And those who are traveling, there's an additional cost of 3,000, which is basically for the extra hotel nights and the meals that you'll be using, right? From Bangalore, as I said, if they leave at 10, they'll reach anywhere between 5:30 in the morning. So 7 to 8 hours. There will be breaks, and for the children, as I said, there's water and snacks which will be there. You can give them with some snacks for the bus journey, but it's not needed, as we'll be arranging snacks for them as well. The same goes for the children who will be traveling from Chennai. The journey is around roughly, I would say, 3 to 4 hours with the breaks, right? It's much shorter than that. I'm including the nature breaks and snack breaks as well, so that 3 to 4 hours the children will reach the campsite. right? And they will all be traveling, depending on number of children who are traveling. It will be a very nice, comfortable tempo from Chennai, or if there are lots of children coming from Bangalore, it will be a nice bus, or again a nice tempo where the children will be comfortable through the night, right? We've come to the most important part of this orientation, right? This is it's a must listen. So the children and the parents, like, we will be setting very clear expectations about this camp, right? Please make sure that you listen to this part and understand. If you have any questions, as I said, there's a Q&A session at the end, which I'll address everybody. We will be very strict with regards to whatever is following from now, right? Make sure that the children understand this and listen, adheres to this as well. As I said, this is not a luxury camp or a resort. When I went through the hotel rooms, the children have to take care of their own rooms, right? Even though the children are staying in a nice hotel and there'll be people to assist them with everything, uh, we encourage the children to learn this responsibility whilst they are there in the camp as well. It's not a luxury camp or a resort. You can't expect things to be done by others. You'll have to learn and engage yourself into doing that things, and that's where the challenge and the fun lies, right? We encourage the children to rough it out, right? This is something which will help the children to become more independent as well, right? And coming to the communication and updates part of it, as I mentioned earlier, there is a WhatsApp channel link which I posted in the chat box. Please save my number. My number is right below that. Save my phone number in case you haven't done so, and join the WhatsApp channel. All updates about from this camp, right? Every single update as to what the children are doing, what they've eaten, what they've learned for the day, photographs, all of that will be posted only in the channel. You will not get any message from me to your personal WhatsApps, or there will not be any WhatsApp groups as such. You have to make sure that you join the WhatsApp channel. All updates will be there. And there are 2 times we'll be posting the updates, one at 11 a.m. and the next one at 6 p.m. The morning update will usually have a group photograph, right, with all the children. And the evening update will tell you, again, will give you a nice update as to list of things what they've done. And there will be some photos and videos from the day, right? And we usually have photos which will be sent through the day, right? The people who take the photos are the instructors who are there with the children, who will be guiding them through the day. As I said, the day starts for them at 6 a.m. and ends at 9 p.m., right? And the instructor's main role when they are there is to ensure that the children are safe, and then they're doing the activities properly and safely, right? That's their main role. And the way the surfing happens is they come towards the shore, right? And the sun is always at the back, right? So when we try to take photographs of the children surfing, their faces will not be that clear or visible. There are two factors to this, one being the sun at the back, and then the children will be wearing something called as a sun mud, right? This is basically a very strong sunblock which will be providing to them, right? And it's basically like dirt which will be applied on their faces, and it will be impossible for us or for themselves to recognize themselves after the sun mud is applied on their faces, right? So the photographs will not be that great when we send it out to you through WhatsApp, but we will try to take some nice videos and photos of the children when they're doing the activities, and we will be sharing all the photos and videos once the camp is over, right? Please remember this. We'll share everything. There's about, usually we get about 700 to 800 photographs, or let's say minimum 500 photos or videos will be shared to you at the end of the camp by Google Drive, right? In the evening updates, you will maximum get about 15 to 20 photos or some videos which are taken through the day. This is mainly because the instructors, as I said, will be busy with the children, and whenever they have some free time is when they send the photos to us. And since the update goes at 6 p.m., we'll just select a handful of whatever we have received till 6 p.m. and share it in the channel, right? If you don't see your child's photograph in the evening update, please don't panic. They are all safe. And since the morning photo usually has the group picture, they're all safe and they're doing the activities. It is just that we have either not received a lot of photos on the day, or we have just received very few photos, which we have just shared. But then, as I said, we'll still get the photos through the day, and we'll share all the photos and videos after the camp is over. That being said, in case of any communication that needs to be done to you, right? If a child is sick, or in case we need to take them to a hospital, that will be the only time you will hear from me, and you'll get the call only from me and nobody else. And likewise, if there is any emergency that needs to be communicated to the child, or if there is something that's urgent and needs to be communicated to the child, you will have to reach out to me, and I'll make sure that I get you connected with the children on camp, right? And so basically, if the child has a small scratch, or if they have a very small fever, or if they have a runny nose, I will not be giving you a call. I'll only be giving you a call in case there's something major happened at the camp. So we tell all the parents, no news is good news. Basically, if you don't hear from me, it means everything is going on smooth, and you don't have to worry about the children while they're at camp, right? And the next main thing is there are no gadgets on this camp whatsoever, right? We have a strict no phones policy, and this will help the children to, to be more engaged with the activity. It helps them spend time with their peers to understand and bond and to learn how to be socially. They'll get to learn social skills as well. Uh, that being said, you can carry cameras with you. No smart cameras or anything which has internet connectivity. Just a regular point and click camera is allowed. And at the same time, when I say it's allowed, the children have to be responsible for taking care of it, right? You're going to be moving around a lot of places whilst you're there in camp. If you're carrying a camera with you, it's your responsibility to take care of it. Nobody else will be looking after it. Let's say you're going out for a visit to Matri Mandir or something, and then you miss your camera somewhere. We will not be held responsible for it. You'll have to keep it with you at all times. And if it gets broken or damaged, again, will not be held responsible. You will have to be responsible of all your belongings whilst you're there on camp, right? We also encourage the children not to carry any sort of gadgets. This might include Kindles, smartwatches, or any expensive jewelry or items with them. And this will also include air tags as well. Please don't send the children with any sorts of gadgets. If your child likes to read, please send them with hard copy books. Do not send them with Kindles. We try and avoid screen time as much as possible. And again, if it gets broken or damaged or lost, we will not be held responsible for that. Right? There is about a week before the camp starts. For any child who's here in this orientation, I would recommend you to this is a physically demanding activity, surfing, right? And there's going to be lots of walking whilst you're there on camp as well. So what I would recommend is, in case you haven't done any sort of physical activity before, just a little walk or a jog for about 30 to 45 minutes a day, even if you start today or tomorrow, perfect. Make sure that you're wearing your shoes when you're walking. You'll be wearing your shoes throughout the camp when you're going out for the visits. When you're surfing, you will not be wearing any shoes or sandals. You'll be barefoot. So make sure that you're used to walking in your shoes. In case you're getting a new shoe, make sure you break into those shoes, and that will help you to, to have a more fun camp as well, rather than getting a new shoe, walking in and getting blisters on day one or day two, right? And we have zero tolerance for bullying and indiscipline. Right? All the children here, we will not be tolerating any sort of bullying. Remember, you're all going to the camp to have fun, and any misbehavior or bullying will not be taken lightly, right? When we hear of such complaints, we'll give you a nice warning first, and in case it happens again, we'll just send you back home at your own expense. And for the children who are here, in case you are being bullied, or if somebody is not behaving properly with you, please reach out to the instructors, right? Or the camp chief. Unless you reach out to the instructor or a camp chief, we will not know that you're being bullied or if somebody is not behaving properly. Right? It's your responsibility to reach out to them to help you as well. Right. So make sure that you reach out and There is no use of substance in this camp as well. If we come into uh, any cigarettes, alcohol, or any contraband, we'll immediately blacklist you from all our programs and send you back home at your own expense as well, right? No junk food or tuck. As I said, we'll take care of all the meals for the children whilst they're at camp. For the bus journey, as I said, we will be providing snacks and water for them whilst they're traveling. In case you want to send them with something, you can give them, but I would recommend against it, because when they're having tuck or junk food with them, this will stop them from eating the freshly prepared meals for them, and they'll end up not eating after just eating some junk, right? You don't need a lot of pocket money for this camp. We'll be taking care of all the expenses whilst you're there. That being said, we will have, as I said, on day 5, you'll be heading out to the French town for some shopping as well. And we also have a nice souvenir shop at the end of the camp, which you can get stuff from. So I would say anywhere between 3 to 4,000 rupees is more than enough for you to spend on buying merchandise or to shop when you're in Pondicherry. Right? This you can hand it over to the instructors once you reach camp for safekeeping, or if you're responsible, you can always keep the money with you as well. Right. This is everything about the program. I'm just going to quickly run through the uh, list of things that you need to pack for this camp as well, right? Please make sure that you follow this list to the T, right? We have assigned and we've gone through a lot of camps in the last 30 years, and we have made sure that this is what the children need. Don't overpack or don't underpack. Just ensure that whatever is mentioned in this list, please pack it. And I'll run through what is needed and what's not needed. The temperature is usually around, it's around 35 to 37 degrees in the daytime. As I said, it's a bit chilly now. I mean, it's a bit cooler than 35 degrees now. And we are expecting light rain sometimes in the next week. It's not confirmed yet. It might just rain, might not rain. I'm here in Chennai. We had rain a couple of days back, and it was very hot yesterday, and today is just in the middle. So we don't know what will happen, but it might rain is all it is. And in the night, it's anywhere between 22 to 23 degrees. The rooms are all air conditioned, so the children will be outdoors most of the day. And whenever they have some free times, the rooms are, as I said, in AC, and in the night, they don't need AC at all. Right? It's pretty cool. With regards to what to pack, 3 to 4 quick dry t-shirts. Make sure these are sleeved t-shirts. Sleeveless t-shirts are not allowed, and they need to have 3 to 4 cotton t-shirts, 2 shorts, preferably quick dry shorts, because they're going to be spending a lot of time in the water, and that we encourage the children to wash and dry their clothes as well, right? 1 pair of track pants, mainly to use when they're heading out into the town, right? We still have to be responsible on how we look when we are going as a group outside. So make sure that they have nice track pants, and 2 to 3 pairs of socks, 1 quick dry towel. Cap is a must for this camp. You're going to be walking a lot in the sun, please make sure that you carry a cap, sufficient amount of undergarments, 1 waterproof jacket, and 2 pairs of night clothes. This is plenty that you need for this camp. And for specifically for surfing, there are these things that you need to have with you, right? 4 surfing shorts. This is what you'll be wearing when you're actually surfing. Please ensure that you'll be wearing getting the surfing shorts. This applies for both boys and girls. If you and you'll have to wear the surfing shorts under your swims. For girls, you'll have to be wearing the surfing shorts over your swim costumes, and get a sunblock cream which is SPF 50 plus is what I would recommend. If you can find something higher than that, great, please get that. This is mainly used when you're heading out to do other activities. When you're doing the surfing, we'll be providing you with the sun mud, as I said, that will cover up all your face. You can also wear your own sunblock when you're heading out into the water. And definitely a pair of dark sunglasses. For people who are wearing powered glasses, make sure that you get them with the retainer straps so that it doesn't slip and fall when you're doing the activities. I would not recommend wearing contact lenses for this program because you're going to be spending a lot of time near the water and sand as well. And two pairs of swimming costume for the children. There is a swimming pool in the hotel as well. So in case if you want to take a dip in the swimming pool after that, you'll have to wear this. And as I said, you'll be wearing the surf shorts on top of your swimming costume, right? Uh, one pair of hiking sandals like this. For this camp, Crocs are allowed mainly because you're going to be doing a lot of walking on the beach. And when you're doing the surfing activity, you're not going to be wearing any footwear, right? You're going to be barefoot when you're doing the activity. So Crocs are allowed for this. Make sure that they have the strap at the back as well. And one pair of comfortable shoes, right? This can be any sneakers. Make sure that they have some good grip at the bottom, right? Please don't send them with an age-old shoe which has zero grip. They're going to be doing a lot of walking. I'm guessing anywhere between 5 to 10,000 steps a day is what I'm looking at minimum, right? So make sure that you send them with nice shoes, and please don't send them with new shoes. As I said, new shoes will cause blisters for them and will make their camp experience horrible, right? In case anybody has any doubts on this shoe front, right? Just send the photograph of the shoe, like take a photograph of the bottom of the shoe and send it to me. I'll tell you if it's okay or not. In case you're getting a new shoe, please get it today or tomorrow and make the children walk, as I said, 30 to 45 minutes a day. That will get them worn in before the camp starts, right? And regular other items, personal toiletries such as shower gel, soap, shampoo, toothbrush, paste, all of that you can get. As I said, sunscreen is a must. It says 40 here, but please get SPF 50 plus. Lip balm and a cold cream for the night. A torch or a headlamp as well when the children are doing the activities in the night. Headlamp is more convenient because they can keep their hands free. But if you can send them with any sort of torch, rechargeable battery, doesn't matter. A torch is fine. A plastic bag to put their used and wet clothes, right? And also a water bottle, it is a must along with the cap, sunscreen, and the glasses. The water bottle is a must. As you saw already, it's going to be anywhere upwards of 35 degrees while they're there. They're going to need a lot of water. We will have a lot of places for the children to fill their water bottles. Even at the surf school, there's places for them where they can fill it up. And the hotel has lots of places where they can fill the water as well. At least 750 ml to a liter is a must, right? And if you're undergoing any sort of medical procedure right now, or if you're under any medication, please send all the medicines in a nice Ziploc pouch with details as to when it has to be given to the children, right? The children are going to be engaged through the day, right? If you tell us when the medicine has to be given, we'll tell the instructors to hand the medicine over to the children at those times so that they don't forget to take it, right? And if there is any medical issue that you have forgotten to mention in the application form, please send them to me so that I can also inform the team based on that. And also, as I said, carry an extra pair of sunglasses, spectacles, no lenses, because as I said, lots of water, salt water, and lots of sand, right? Make sure you carry an extra pair of spectacles with the retainer straps. And the main thing, right? The children need to carry two bags. One small bag, which they will carry their cap, towel, water bottle, sunglasses, or a change of t-shirt, whatever it is, in the small backpack. They'll be taking this every single day in the morning from camp all the way to their the Serenity Beach, and then back when they're heading out as well. They'll need this small backpack and then a big rucksack or a duffel bag, right? Do not send the children with suitcases. The suitcases will be a nightmare for the children. They'll have to be carrying the luggage by themselves on their own every single place they go. They will get damaged. The children will all be, the hotel is, the children's rooms are all going to be in the first and second floors, right? So if you're going to be sending them with suitcases, the children have to carry it themselves all the way up. And the rucksack is what I would recommend. 60 to 70 liters, as you see in this photograph, is plenty. You can pack all of it, and then now all the rucksacks have a nice zip in the middle, so it's easier for them to take and use them. Do not send them with hard luggage, especially trolleys or suitcases. right? They will get damaged, and it'll make the children's camping hard as well, right? With regards to cash, as I said, they don't need anything else. We will be taking care of all the things. And as I said, there will be a shopping day, and we'll also have a souvenir shop at the end. So maximum 5,000 is what I would say. 4 to 5,000 rupees, not more than that. The children can either keep it with them if they can take care of it, or they can hand it over in a nice Ziploc pouch with their name written on it and the amount to the instructor or the camp chief, and we'll hand it back to them when they need it, right? Again, to reiterate, no phones whatsoever, no expensive jewelries, no gadgets like Kindle, smartwatches, tabs, or AirTags. Please don't send the children with any of this. If we find it, it's a donation to Inme. We will not give it back. But yeah, please no gadgets whatsoever. You can wear regular watch, right? A regular watch is fine. And just a point and click camera is what you can do. If you're going to be carrying a GoPro, it's at your own risk, right? Or if you're going to bring a DSLR, again, you'll have to take care of your cameras by yourself, right? We will not be held responsible for this. And for those who are flying into Chennai, this is very vital. Please listen to this very important thing, right? They should all the children who are flying in to Chennai must carry their original ID cards, an Aadhaar card, or whichever ID you have, passport. And you need to have a power bank with a charging cable for your phone, a printed copy of the return ticket, and the original Aadhaar card, right? These are two main things that you need to have, because some airports nowadays are not accepting the tickets on their phone, or the person who's at the security gate might not accept it, or they might not allow a digital copy of the Aadhaar card or a photocopy as well. Please ensure that you carry these two things mainly, and the children who are traveling from other cities will be carrying their phones with them. Once the children will land at Chennai, they have to give a call to our airport coordinator. We'll have a person at the airport who will pick the children up, who will take them, who will gather. Once all the children have arrived, they will have lunch and then depart to Pondicherry, right? Depending on what time you arrive, the airport coordinator will be there. And in case you're traveling very early, and if you're coming in a no-frills flight like Indigo or SpiceJet, please give the children little cash so that they can eat something. Or if you pre-book a meal on the flight, perfect, that works as well. But ensure that you put all of this in a nice Ziploc bag so that it's easier for the children to hand it over to us. So once the children all leave, once they arrive and before they leave to Pondicherry, we'll take the phones away from them. The Ziploc pouch with their name will make it easier for us to hand it over to them at the end of the camp, right? And we also have our own merch store. Basically, if you want to buy anything for the camp, like the water bottle or a t-shirt, or if you want to even get the rucksack as well, since you've all registered, there's a 10% discount that you'll be getting. We have curated kits as well for this camp. I posted the merch website's link on the chat as well. You can go through that, and in case you need to buy anything, you can place an order and you will get a 10% discount on all the items as well. This is pretty much about the camps. I'm going to stop my screen share now. And we're going to have the Q&A session now. I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through all the questions one by one, right? And if you have a question after I run through the chat messages, use the react button to raise your hand and I'll address them one by one. Yeah. Just then let me have a look at this. Okay. Will the showers impact the surfing sessions? No. As I said, if it rains, it's a boon for the children because it'll drop the temperature really nicely down for them. Even though they're going to be spending a lot of time in the water, as I said, they're going to be under direct sunlight. So if it rains, perfect. It makes it better for them to have fun at the thing. Do they need to carry a full body costume, or a regular costume is fine? I would recommend to send them with two-piece costumes so that it's easier for them to wear the shorts on top. Please make sure that you don't, the Decathlon right now has stopped making the surf shorts for girls. They're too short. If you go on Amazon, if you search for long board shorts, I'm going to just type it here. for those who don't have the shorts, just search for longboard shorts in Amazon, and you will be able to find them, right? You can just get them for this camp, and these are very versatile shorts which you can use at any point of time. Or if you have a like, the reason for these surf shorts are they are lighter when it compares to the regular shorts, right? When they're in the water, it will stop them from getting too heavy, and it will be much easier for the children to do the activity, right? And will the kids from Bangalore start on 22nd night? No, the children will start on 23rd night. As I said, I'll send out a departure message with the details as to what time to assemble and when to assemble. Total number of kids in this group, there are 31 children who have signed up for this camp. They will be staying with another bunch of children who have also signed up for a sailing camp, right? So the hotel is going to be filled with lots of children, and you'll have lots of people to make new friends with. Can you please resend the WhatsApp channel and number, please? Sure, I'll just share that. So the orientation message which you received is my phone number, right? I will just repost all the details now. So this is the WhatsApp channel, and my number is here. So please save my number first, and then you can join the WhatsApp channel. Okay, can you receive, are there laundry services? Or we can expect them to rough it out, as in, yes, please, they will rough it out. As I said, the reason for the quick dry shorts and the quick dry t-shirts is we encourage the children to wash the clothes themselves and to dry it out. I've been on this camp multiple times, and I have seen the children doing it themselves even before us telling them to do it, right? The children know themselves that they have to wash and dry the clothes themselves. So no laundry services. Please don't expect any. It's not a luxury camp. Does this mean 2 shorts plus 4 surfing shorts? Yes, the 2 shorts is for them to wear whilst they're in the hotel in the evenings, and the surfing shorts, they'll be using it mainly when they're out surfing, right? So definitely 2 shorts and 4 surfing shorts. Does the swim shorts count as surfing shorts? No, as I said, the surfing shorts are lighter, and they're different from the swim shorts. The swim shorts are not, I mean, they're not heavy as such, but then they absorb a lot of water and will make the child heavy whilst they're trying to do the activity. Where do you get surfing shorts for girls? I think I've addressed that question already. Just search for longboard shorts in Amazon. Will an Inme team member accompany the children from the bus in the Bangalore? Yes, definitely. So our team will be there. The instructors will be traveling from Bangalore. There will be one travel person, one male instructor, and a female instructor will be traveling with the children all the way to the camp. And again, same for the, I'm not sure who will be traveling from Chennai yet. We'll get to know that a couple of days, as I said, before the camp starts. Will we be allowed to wear normal swimwear, two-piece shorts, or only longboards? It's definitely, I would, so you can wear normal swimwear, right? But not one piece, right? Because see, we are going to be in a public place, right? This is not a confined space where, there's going to be just us who will be there. This is a public place where there are going to be lots of other people who will be there. But then the place where the children will be surfing is, usually where just the surfers are. But just to be on the safe side, I would definitely recommend two-piece swimming costumes, and definitely wear the surf shorts on top. Right, this is just for our own safety and peace of mind. And do cotton t-shirts need to be worked full sleeve or full neck? Cotton t-shirts are fine. They're actually much better. As I said, no sleeveless, right? If it's a short sleeve, it's completely fine. Please don't send them with sleeveless shirts. And quick dry is better, as I said, because they'll be washing it and drying it themselves, and they're going to be spending a lot of time in the water as well. So it's easier after they finish the surf session. It's quick dry t-shirts help them to dry it off real quickly. Are the children allowed to bring card games from their homes? Not needed as such, because we have our own bunch of card games, board games, and the children will all be having a lot more stuff to play in their free time. So apart from the time, let's say they go for surfing in the morning, they come back, have lunch, they have a little free time, where usually what happens is the children sit and gossip or they just chit chat. And in the evenings, there's a lot of time where the children play some sort of sport. We have lots of footballs, volleyball, card games, all of that. So the children are completely engaged. You don't have to send them with any sort of things. Just whatever is mentioned in the kit list, please pack. What brand of shorts do you recommend for girls? I have no idea. Earlier, Decathlon used to have these nice long shorts, but for some reason they've stopped making it. In case you go to Decathlon and if you find any old stock which is there, surfing shorts, please get it. And they need to be at least knee, like closer, somewhere closer to the knee, and not really short, because now the ones which they have now are very short. I would not recommend wearing them. What will be wearing while we are surfing on the beach? I think I've addressed it multiple times, but again, you'll be wearing your regular swim clothes and your surfing shorts on top. That's what you'll be wearing. There are no options for swimwears in the merchandise. This you can get at any decathlon, right? A swimming costume is going to be there at any decathlon. You'll be able to find it. I'm not sure which city you're from, but you can just go walk into any decathlon. You'll be able to find a range of swimming costumes. Just make sure that you get longboard shorts, or if you find an old stock of a surfing shorts for girls, please get that. Delivery time for boys, as I said, okay. So the Decathlon still has their regular boys surfing shorts, right, which are long enough. If you don't mind the girls wearing the boys surfing shorts, please get that. But you can also get from other places. Somebody's asked, can you please share a pic of surfing shorts for reference? Sure. Just give me a second. Let me try to open that. Surfing shorts. These are standard regular shorts. I'm just going to share my screen again. So as you can see here, this is how it will be, right? Let me make it bigger. As you can see, it covers closer to the knee. That's basically that. Nothing special. It's just a lighter material, and you'll see all of this in bright colors and whatnot. But that's pretty much it. That's a surfing short. And if you can find something for the girls which are long enough, which you have at home, please, you can get that as well. Right, I've addressed all the questions in the chat. If anybody has any question in particular, please raise your hand and I'll cover it one by one. If anybody has a question, please raise your hand and fire away. Does anybody have a question? No one has a question?
Um, Hi, I have a quick question. So, are the
Yes.
kids from Bangalore living on 22nd night or 23rd night?
No, 23rd night. I think I addressed this earlier, but yeah, the children will be traveling on 23rd night. I will send out a departure message with the location, the
Okay.
time, and also the coordinator's number will be there at the pickup point. This will be sent to you 2 days
Okay.
before the camp starts. So on
Okay.
21st, I'll send
Mm-hmm.
out a message with all the details.
Okay, so they are living on Friday night, basically.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Sure. Yes. Anybody else? Any questions? Instead of giving cash, can we make UPI payments to the vendor at the time of purchase? This will be very tough, right? Mainly because the children will not be having their phones with them, right? And the instructors will also be carrying their phones only for emergency purposes, right? So it's much easier for the children to just carry cash. As I said, they can just hand over the cash to the instructor at the start of the program, and our team will take care of it and hand it over to them once when they're heading out for shopping or whatnot. cash is much easier. Please don't. So the vendor would have the, yes, right. Okay. I'm not sure where this thing has happened. For you to make the payment to the vendor, you will have to be contacted from there, from Pondicherry, right? That will not happen. They will not have their phones. You will not get to know, or they can't make the payment without their phones. So it's impossible for us to coordinate this. Please send them with cash and they can hand it over to the instructors. Does anybody else have any questions? The children, except Ayan, nobody else has turned on their videos. I can't see anyone's nice faces. Ayan is very excited to come onto the camp. I see a couple of photographs as well, but oh yes, there we go. All the children have now turned on. You can all say hi to your other friends who will be meeting in a week's time. Nice, nice. Okay, there we go. We see a lot of more children now. Right. I hope you guys are really excited. Make sure that you pack everything and make sure you go and have a lot of fun. Right. As I said, no bullying. In case anybody does anything, make sure you inform the instructors. They'll assist you. The instructors are going to be your parents for 1 week. Right. Anything you need, you'll have to reach out to them. Right. And they will try to assist you in the best way possible. But yes, it's very nice to see everybody. I really hope you guys are all excited. I can see one sad face, Rishka. Oh, there she go. There we go. She's smiling now. Great. Right. If nobody has any questions, I'm just going to end this meeting. Oh, I have a question here. My last question: do kids have to wear top t-shirts while surfing? Again, as I said, it's depending on the swimming costume you have. I would recommend to wear a t-shirt whilst you're surfing. But if you're comfortable with just the swimming costume, it's fine. But is anyone from Kolkata? I think there are some children from Kolkata. You will get another message from me as well for people who are flying in. I'll share the airport coordinators details as well. But yes, that's pretty much it. If anybody, no questions, great. Thank you all for coming in. I will please wait to hear from me. Those who haven't joined the WhatsApp channel, please do join the WhatsApp channel. You will not get any updates anywhere else after the next departure message from me. Okay. Thank you all.
Thanks,
Bye.
Michael.
Thank you.
No problem. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.